'Twas the week before Christmas, and all through the blah on that shit. Was the week before Christmas, and the oven broke. So we got a baking element in the bottom that sparked and fizzled and popped, and then was no more. So let's replace that bad boy before we got to cook Christmas dinner. All right, so you got 2 screws I've already taken out, one over here, one over there. Then this thing literally pushes up and back. Take it out. And you can see that's the heating element. What I saw in mine was a big pop and a spark, which I got a knot right there, which that's probably it. And I'll vacuum this thing out while I'm at it. But this is what we're going to replace right here. Okay. So this is my new element, and that's Archie. Yeah, Archie, that's a new element. But anyway, most of them I've seen have come 2 different ways. You either have the 2 wires coming out through the back of the oven. I don't know if you can see it right there. The wires would come out through some insulation, or they have these that are set up so that they poke through the back. So we're going to pull the stove out. We're going to unplug it, of course, and then it's going to be pretty easy. It's like 5 minutes worth of a fix. It's a couple screws and a couple wires, and that's it. Bigger screwdriver with a little more leverage. There we go. Don't lose our screws. Push up, or I think it's down actually. There we go. And let's see here. Oh, there's our 2 things right there. Noise, so we're going to remember red on the left and white on the right. How about that? There we go. Red on the left, white on the right. Now remember what I was saying before was some ovens, depending on what model they are, luckily Whirlpool does it like this, but the wires go through and you hook them up inside the oven. So these, my 2 prongs come through back there. So I'm just going to go pull a screw out and pull these out. Okay, so I think you can see it right there. That's the screw we're going to take out. And then this thing should come out. Again, don't lose the screw. Oh, I think we got a couple. Oh, we do. We got 2 holding it down right here. I would use a cordless, but I don't want to strip anything. There we go. Okay, so you can see my replacement one, and I looked this up, by the way. I'll show you where you can look the model number up and all that stuff. This one, the old one had the 2 bars going across it to hold it up. This one just has 2 tabs built into it. I don't know if you can see, there's one over on this side, and then there's one over on that side, so that it sits down. All right, let's see if it goes in as easy as it came out. Okay. You know what? Better yet, I think I'm gonna vacuum this out real quick. All right, just using the shop vac on it. Got the majority of that stuff out. I'm just gonna put this back in. Put that down like that. Make sure it looks like it fits. And put my screw back in. All right, here we go again. So there's my 2 prongs sticking out. Red on the left. Get it on there snug. White on the right. I should have my glasses on, but get it on there snug. And there we go. We're gonna plug this bad boy back in and see if it heats up. Just so you know, when you put this back on, everything has a slot that it sits in, and then you just literally push it in and push up. Put the 2 screws back in. You don't need to watch me put the screws back in, I'm sure. By the way, if you're looking for your make and model and serial number, open the warming drawer, and there you go right there. Let's see if this bad boy works. Bake, 350, start. Already got a little bit of smoke in there where it's burning that coating off. I can definitely feel the heat from it already, but let's wait and see. Again, this is through the door, but you can see that that element's red hot. Okay, we set the oven at 350. It's not burning up in there. And our oven's at 350. There we go. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. If it helped you at all, if you can give me a thumbs up, and I'll have another video out for you soon. Have a Merry Christmas, by the way.